Hey guys, Fusion Fury here, and I'm sorry I haven't really been making too many videos. I've been caught up in schoolwork. In fact, I am caught up in schoolwork currently right now. I'm just trying really hard to get this video out, because I've kept it for so long. But, yeah, this video is gonna be all about, my feeling towards Warlocks, because I literally looked up in the YouTube search bar why Warlocks are not overpowered, and every single option that I get is why Warlocks are overpowered. So I'm just gonna mention here why I think it's kind of unfair for everyone to be so harsh against Warlocks, because I really don't think they're that overpowered. I really don't. I don't understand this whole concept of, oh, you Warlocks are just, you're such jerks. Because, I mean, you're always, you got Blink, and you got this, and you've got that. And it's just not, I honestly don't think it's fair. So, I'm gonna talk about it. My feeling towards the Nova Bomb. We're gonna start with the Nova Bomb from the Voidwalker subclass. I don't understand why everyone thinks this is such an overpowered tactic at all. Because, to be honest, it's not overpowered. It's really not. You want to know what the Voidwalker Nova Bomb is? It's the Titan Smash that can be used at a distance, and can have effects on it. But I mean, so can the Striker class Titan as well. It's just a ranged Striker, Titan subclass. That's basically all it is. It's the super from a Titan, but with range. With more range. That's the only thing that it is. And people always talk about, well, the Titan one isn't overpowered because he has to leap into the air, and you can shoot him while he's in the air and kill him. But, I mean, it's the same thing with the Warlocks. When you go to use your Nova Bomb, you have to go into midair, do an animation to throw the Nova Bomb. Even when the Nova Bomb has been thrown, you can still die as you linger in the air for a little bit before falling back down. I can't tell you how many times I've been using my I'll use a Nova Bomb, but before I actually get to use the Nova Bomb, and the Nova Bomb goes out of my hand or whatever, I die. And I don't get the kill, and, I mean, of course I still have a Nova Bomb to use. Maybe, I don't know, it depends. I mean, if I die, but the Nova Bomb has been thrown, and it barely hits anyone, or it doesn't hit anyone, then my Nova Bomb is gone. But, I mean, the Nova Bomb is not overpowered in any way, shape, or form. It is literally a ranged super. That's pretty much all it is. You can die while you use it. Now I'm gonna go over to the Sunsinger, and I'm gonna talk about Radiance. Because everyone also says, oh, Warlocks can resurrect themselves from the freaking dead. They're so overpowered. OMG. This is not the case. I mean, they can go and resurrect themselves from the dead, but they can only do that if they have the upgrade, and it's the last upgrade you get, for the most part. And to be honest, it's not even all that good. When you respawn yourself and you resurrect, you have to do a little animation, and you can be killed while you do the little animation. For all of those people that see a freaking guy resurrecting, if you don't want to fight him, walk away. He's not going to be able to get you. He doesn't have Blink. And Warlocks don't have fast agility. He's not going to catch up to you. And the only thing that the Sunsinger Radiance would ever do is give him his abilities, him or her the abilities, which would be grenades and the super awesome melee. But other than that, that's pretty much all it does. And for all those people that say, oh no, it doesn't just do that, it gives you a shield. No, that's not true either. The shield is a part of is an upgrade that you can get for your melee. For your freaking melee. And it's not every time that you melee, it's that special melee. You know how, like, hunters have the throwing knife or the blink strike. Think of it more like a blink strike. If you just saw right there, there's the Nova Bomb, but I had to do the little animation. And I almost died while I did it. But, also, so back to the Radiance, I mean, it's like, there's, the shield, You may not even get the shield. Yeah, you can get your abilities faster, so you think you're able to get your melee fast. But I have been in moments of time where I just use my melee, I get my shield runs out. Because it's timed. It gives you 15 seconds of the shield. It's not infinite. It just gives you 15 seconds. That's all it gives you. And then it goes away, and then I'll be dead. I'll use res, but that don't even matter because my melee ain't getting upgraded. Or, I can't use my melee. It's not regenning fast enough, even with the Sunsinger. And I end up, like, and then I end up trying to melee somebody. It doesn't kill, or not kill, it doesn't give me the shield, and I end up dying immediately, because if there's two enemies next to me, and I can't get my shield up, I'm just a normal player with enhanced abilities, which really is only the grenades, and I mean, the grenades in this game aren't even that good anyway. I mean, especially if you're Sunsinger, maybe if you have the fusion grenade, but if you have the fusion grenade, you have to hit the target. If you miss your target, you don't get the kill. So, yeah. But that's why I don't think Sunsinger is really overpowered in PvP or in PvE. The Nova Bomb, I will admit, is okay in PvE, but it is not in any way, shape, or form overpowered. Again, it's like a Titan Strike, It's only, see, you just saw MK do it right there. There's the Nova Bomb that splits into 3. But, I mean, you had to jump into the air and do an animation. My grenade right there for my Voidwalker is the Axion Bolt, and it did crap. I will probably be making a part 2 to this video if I don't even finish everything. Or I may just add some more gameplay in. But, and yeah, that's just the start. Now I want to talk about the Voidwalker melees. The dreaded melees that are just so overpowered. And oh my god, they're just crazy overpowered. They can one-shot you, all this crap. Yes, it is true, they can one-shot you. At a certain distance, though. They can't always one-shot you. It's not some overpowered thing where you can be 20 feet away, melee some kid, and get the kill. I know this from experience. I use the Warlock class a lot. Now granted, there will be times where, yes, you do get the one-hit melee kill from a longer range than you probably should have. But that's just how it works. Isn't that Destiny in general? I mean, you're telling me that the freaking, that the punch, the Fist of Havoc or whatever from Titans isn't at least a little bit overpowered, considering they can freaking move Super Saiyan fast and always one-hit you? And if that's the special melee thing, then it's no different than the Warlock melee at all. So, yeah, since I've made this video, I've gotten new things. So, just letting you all know, so I'll probably make another video and stuff. But, I mean, this is just scratching the freaking surface. Alright, now let's get into Blink, because everyone wants to know about Blink. Blink overpowered. Yes, Blink's so overpowered. Oh my god, Blink is overpowered. Yes, Blink is overpowered. I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not dumb. I know Blink is overpowered. I mean, I use it, for God's sakes, on my Warlock. Or at least on my Voidwalker, because I can't use it on Sunsinger. But, yeah, it's overpowered. But there's a but to all this. You have to be good at using Blink. You just can't pick up Blink and know exactly what to do and be the best at it. If you didn't see one of my jumps in this gameplay, or in the last gameplay, when I tried to make it into that small window and I missed, and I meleeed the opening because I was so mad that I missed it, perfect representation right there, where if I had been a little bit more, if I had timed that right, it would have been easier. If you're moving down when you use Blink, you go further down. You don't go up. You go in whatever direction you are going, okay? It's hard to use, it's hard to get used to. And once you master it, yes, it is overpowered. But I'm gonna explain this. I don't understand why everybody thinks that this is specific to Warlocks, because it is not. It is not. You people need to research your stuff, and I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a jerk, but I really do get pretty upset when people look at me and they just think I'm the biggest scrub in the world because I'm a Warlock. And it makes no sense because they could have picked that class too, but they didn't because they wanted to be a Titan or a Hunter. And I'm not saying Titans or Hunters are more overpowered than the Warlocks, I'm just saying that I think everything is overpowered. I think everything's overpowered in at least one way, in certain ways. And I think that all classes are equal. Flat out equal. There is no overpowered class. I will get into roles too. Like, this is gonna be a pretty freaking long video. But, so back to Blink. Blade Dancers can use Blink. Why is it that when everyone sees a freaking kid using Blink, they assume it's a Warlock? It is not a Warlock if they are using Blink. It can be a Blade Dancer. Okay? Blade Dancers have the ability to get and use Blink. They do. They just choose, for some reason, to use their double jump. Alright? So, get over it. Yes, Blink is overpowered. But if you're a hunter, you can't complain about it. Because you have it too. You can't yell at Warlocks for being the cause of Blink. Because it's not. It is not the problem. And in fact, you can't even use Blink. It's hard to use Blink in the Vault of Glass. It is hard to use Blink when you're falling from a really high distance, because Blink is hard to use to reduce your health from 5 damages compared to Glide, or compared to the Hunter double jump. Okay? Because when you use Blink, you teleport down if you're falling. You have to time it perfectly to not take damage. You will most likely time it wrong and either die or become very, very weak. So there's my feelings on Blink. Yes, I do know it's overpowered. But don't complain about it. Like it's, like, frickin' Jesus mode, okay? Like, I understand that Blink Shotgun in PvP is overpowered. I know because I use it. So, yeah. Anyways, now to roles. In each raid, usually there's a specific character that has to do one thing, or if there's a cheese for a raid, there's usually a specific character that's better at it than others. And I will tell you this, the only thing that I have seen where a Warlock, from off the top of my head, where a Warlock has been the better choice, has been an Atheon for rezzing, and if you're on hard on any of the raids, res is good to resurrect yourself. Other than that, Voidwalker is pretty much useless in raids. And on top of that, there is in the Vault of Glass, when you face Atheon away, for Voidwalkers and Sunsingers, you have to have one of each, where they can push Atheon off the edge of the map. Other than that, that is the only possible thing that I've ever seen with Warlocks that has been beneficially helpful. I will go now and explain things. Usually it's the Titans that get the main roles, or the Hunters. The Titan, for instance, in the Crota raid, or actually, let's start in the beginning of the Crota raid. In the beginning of the Crota raid with the lights, you have to move around with the lights. Obviously, the Hunter's the best to use. It has a higher agility. I used the Hunter as a level 28, and I went to go solo it, the Crota raid. And I beat that part with ease. It was just too easy for me. I could run too fast. It was way too easy, and I'm sure if you had Blink, it would be even more overpowered, because you could blink right when that darkness went to 0. When the weight of darkness went to 0. And then on top of that, the Titan. When you cheese that part with the Titan in after the lanterns, when you have to go across the bridge, and you have to get off the map, and you have to climb up the cliff, the Titan is obviously the best choice. It has the enhanced glide. Yes, Sunsingers could do it, but it's a little bit easier to use a Titan. Now obviously Hunters are bad for this. They have double jump and blink really just don't work. Blink, again, Warlocks have blink too, so it's really not that good for that part. Also, Titans have the bubble shield, and I know, yeah, I'm gonna get some hate on this because, oh, the bubble shield sucks, you can only stay stationary, but I don't know how many times the bubble shield has saved my freaking life. You know, I gotta thank those Titans over there, they're pretty nice. Anyways, when you have to face the Death Singer, I know I saw my clan leader Apex, he was using a Titan, he went up to a corner during the Death Singer and used his bubble. That's pretty beneficial, if you ask me. And then almost always, the person that gets the sword to hit Crota is normally a Blade Dancer Hunter. normally, because they can go invisible. So, I don't think I've ever seen, I mean, I have, but it's not as common to see a Titan or a Warlock pick up the sword, unless they're just freaking amazing with the sword. And then in Vaults of Glass, I gotta say, Bubble Shield might be helpful in the very beginning of the Vault of Glass. Just to, keep a shield around yourself, make sure you can keep one of those points, held from the Praetorians. With the jumps, when you're jumping and stuff, sure, you could use Glide, you'd have to switch to Glide, but so that's really not a huge deal. I'm sure Blade Dancers are really good for the Gorgons, because they can go invisible. I don't know if that works or not, I've never done it before, so I wouldn't know. And then I guess the hunter could also pick up the relic, I guess, maybe. Or maybe it would be the Titans, because it has the armor. Or maybe it could even be the Warlock with res. So that they can res and pick up the shield. And I'm saying right now, res is only good for PvE, and Warlock and Voidwalker is only good for PvP. Well, actually, with my setup now, it's overpowered. Well, not overpowered in PvE, but I can use Voidwalker in PvE pretty well now. With Obsidian Mind Bad Juju combo of Epicosity. It's freaking beast. Anyways, so I think that really just concludes it. I'm sorry, I just get frustrated when I see people just talk crap about Warlocks, because you know what? I mean, now I'm gonna go to this stupid cosmetic thing, but I mean, Warlocks get freaking bonds. They get fucking armbands, You can get from freaking Disney, you go from Disney on a cruise and get a freaking armband, and, Warlocks, we just get armbands that maybe look cool. Hunters get freaking cloaks, that's awesome, and then Titans get, the thing that hangs on their side, which, I can see why people might say it's not that cool, but you know what, that one you get from Vault of Glass, that's like neon and stuff, that is cool. I don't care what you're talking about, I think it's cool. And Titans obviously look the coolest in general. Hunters look pretty cool, but I like Titans more. I like the armor on the Titans better. I think that really concludes it. I'm so sorry for ranting. I normally won't rant. I'm thinking about making a tips and tricks for Crucible. But, yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. Peace out, everyone. And, have a nice day, and don't be a ranter like me. And get all crazy when you watch a video and somebody's really funny, but they diss your class, and you go haywire, and you just have to friggin' talk about it. Hopefully I'll get to level 32 soon, and not get shards from the Crota raid like I did last time. Peace out, everybody. Oh, I forgot to mention, just enjoy the rest of this gameplay. I had more gameplay than I did audio, so, yeah, that's the reason for all this. And, yeah, so just enjoy the rest of the video. I'll put some music in the background, and, enjoy.